Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? It's me, Danny Lightning. I'm here with Max the Gamer. Everybody say hello to Max.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday.
I see somebody saying something about really long loading times, and I got another new update this morning. It fixed all the red junk that was all over my screen, but the loading times are crazy long now. Are you seeing that too, Max?
The loading time's always been kind of long on my end, so it's not really changing. It's still long.
Well, it's like 10 times worse than normal for me.
Well, see, you experienced the short loading time before, so you're pampered. I've been dealing with long ones for years, so I'm used to it.
All right.
Let's get that welcome screen off of there. I think you still got that up.
Yep. All right, I'm still on your screen. I think you said you had some stuff you wanted to share with everybody today, right?
Yes, I do, because everybody's going to want to know about the American Series Finals, and I'm going to run some Series Final races so everybody can see where I'm at.
What's up, Bosco? We got Uncle Broken Down. We got Video Toy Guy, Mr. DJ Blaze. How's it going? And unfortunately, they did make this series of events ridiculously hard. I agree with you on that one.
Yep. In
but
fact, yeah, go ahead.
I look at it this way. If I don't get some of those cars, I will be just fine without them. So you kind of got to have that mentality on this game if you don't have the cars or the money to get them all. So.
All right, so let's help Mr. DJ Blaze out first. He said he has the... I need to know which two stage 6s you got there, buddy, so I can see what I can do with regard to that speed trap for you.
YHEKT, what's up? So yeah, Mr. DJ, let us know what you got on your car there.
Yep, that's the first step. And then looks like Yaharel Place also... says, can you help me? What can I help you with? That's the question. Do we have an admin here, mod here? Because I see I'm the only one here that has the mod rights.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Usually somebody pops up, but if necessary, I can always do my own modding. Right?
Yeah, same here.
Yes. The ban button. I have the ban button. Ha ha ha. All right.
Yario got the Supra.
So,
sweet.
Yep. He's probably having some issues with it. Let's find out what it is. In the meantime, Mr. DJ Blaze says, hold on. We're hanging on here, buddy. We're hanging on here. What I'm going to do is I'll run some of this American Series Final and talk about my lock-ins and why I picked them, and we'll figure it out from there, okay? So I'm going to try to help you guys. All right. So he's trying to complete Dress to Impress, and he doesn't have 3 stars. All right.
What's up, noob? How's it going? Chrisman, what's up? Yeah, Bosco, no admins today. I guess they have all ran away.
Yeah, they're
I'm
all
surprised.
hiding.
Usually we got quite a few admins in the house, so we'll see what happens with that. Felipe, what's up?
I still wield the band hammer, so don't get frisky. All right, now, what do we got? We got Helena Hitman's in the house from David Benedum, one of my admins in the crew, and always coming to the stream, so welcome, Dave. Let's see, what else? All right, so he has transmission and turbo. Yeah, that probably is your issue right there. With regard to speed traps, turbo helps. I'm not sure trans is going to do a whole lot. So let me put that car into... I have it on my other account built, not this one, so I can do that while we're talking and doing racing on this account. Multitasking is my middle name. So.
What's up, Dave? Dave from Helena Hitman in the house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're doing good. Crew's been doing good. So, it's always good to have some crew members come and support you. All right, what do we got here? Let me see. I can't find this BMW. Hold on.
Nicholas got the Pure Sport. That's a really cool car, bud.
Yes, the Pure Sport's a good car. Still good even today with the modified matchmaking, so it's definitely worth looking into using. Let's see.
Hassam, I don't know if...
gave a good tune on it too. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hassam, I don't know if any crew is currently looking for anybody. Are you looking for anyone at the moment, Max?
I think Team Max Racing may be filled up too. I think we all filled up just this season, but no, unfortunately, I don't think I have any spots at the moment.
Next Wednesday or Thursday, I should have a video up for crew recruitment again. You might want to check that one out if you haven't found anything. I think there's a couple Reddit and Facebook pages for crew recruitment that are pretty good as well.
All right, so Yaharel Plays, the issue here is tokens. The only way to really get tokens fast, you have to participate in Showdown. I have I know I went through 2 trophy rewards that are 300 blue tokens a pop. So that's the best way to get tokens, unfortunately, is you have to grind Showdown. There's just no way around it. I mean, unless, you know, I know that the weekly crew elite cups can also give you some tokens, but do you know any other ways to get tokens fast, Denny? I think those are the main ones.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not any great ways to get them besides, you know, check the daily raises and see what's giving them out. I mean, it sucks how long it can take to get some of those, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. It's a problem. So Ken Anderson says, "So guy named Daddy Lightning is being mean to me."
I saw that. All right, so Nolix is asking, how do you become a mod? Well, we got a bunch of moderators. Usually there's more of them here. I mean, really, we have to need some more mods, and it has to be somebody I trust, someone who's been here for a long time and whatnot. And you would have, like, mods would have to have the lineup. Right now, I don't really want to add any more unless no mod showing up becomes a normal thing.
Yeah, I expect
usually
because we moved it to 4 o'clock, that could be why some of these guys are missing in action at the moment.
That could be as well, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it all depends on what time Max is either, you know, Max has a pretty tight schedule, so we kind of got to work around the 4 to 5 o'clock schedule on Fridays. How was the Mustang Spec 3 for Tempest 5? I mean, Tempest 3 Tier 5. I know it's not a great car.
I don't find it to be that great. I mean, that's my personal view on it. Not to say the car's terrible, but
it would probably beat Tempest if you had enough parts in it. Let me look it up really quick to double check.
Sure.
Because I can't really
while you're
remember.
doing that, I am also tuning the MA competition at the moment to see if I can get something out of that. So let's hang in there and see what I can do.
RTR
I'm not sure it's
Spec
going to hit
3.
279 though.
Alright, let's see what this car does real quick here. Most Tier 5 cars can beat Tempest, but there are a few slackers, and I know this car isn't really nothing to be too excited about. So let's see.
I don't think it's that great a car, I'll be honest with you. So
okay, so it definitely hits the top speed that you need. It can run an 8.4. It looks like it does 0 to 100 in about 1.8 something, and it can definitely hit the top speed if you max it out. So yeah, this car will probably do it, but you're going to need to have it pretty highly upgraded, I think. So yeah, top speed appears to be about over 300 miles per hour. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. Let me make sure I'm reading this. It's real small on my screen here. Let me make sure I'm reading that 0 to 100 time correctly. Oh, 0 to 100s in 1.0, or 0 to 60s in 1.0, 0 to 100s in 1.7. So what do you think, Max? That'll probably do it, right? If you get enough parts into that guy.
What's the 0 to 100 again?
1.711.
Oh yeah, I think yeah. I mean, the numbers
And
say that
that's-
it's definitely fine.
And you can tune it, all right? You can probably tune it to do that stuff even faster. That's just on the general maxed out tune that'll do those numbers. So it'll do it if you have enough parts.
I think it'll do it. I mean, for Tempest, I think it's fine. I just don't have a whole lot of, faith in the car itself.
Yeah.
But you also don't forget you will need stage 6s for that car though. Uncle broken down.
EKT, yeah, that would be a cool car to have. The Nissan, what did he say, E390 or something?
Let me see, Nissan.
Why is his Copo turned 454 miles per hour? Comet? Who's Copo, buddy?
Mine probably.
Because Max isn't racing a Copo.
I was using it on the last race. It's I don't know why it's tuned out. I think it's 2.0 final drive. It's the max tune.
Kaflia Hamad. Hopefully I said that right. He's needs the yellow tokens for the showdown. So man,
Oh, good lord! Yeah,
you're gonna have to run a crap load of showdown races. Usually at like a really high number, like 300 races or something. They give out a few of those, and just really look on the map for any events that are giving those out. But I don't know how easy are those to get on the Pro League showdowns, Max. I don't have the Pro Leagues yet.
Well, the Pro Leagues are the same thing. It's just that it's following the different system of the SP points. Still the same cars being the fastest, etc., etc.
Well, as far as getting those tokens,
still has to be from the trophy count. It doesn't really.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you do get. I don't think you get any yellow tokens as rewards. And some leagues you get red tokens, but not yellow. So yellow's still only from getting high enough trophy counts. All right, so I've hit 277 with the BMW so far, so I'm trying to work towards 279 here. Oh, bummer, still 277.
wait a second. Did you just change cars? Or do you have some sort of glitch where it's showing the wrong car?
It's probably showing the wrong car.
I just saw you driving a green Lambo, and I think it's showing you driving something else now.
McLaren.
Oh,
weird,
wait.
right?
That's a different... Were you doing a ladder race?
No. The last race was not a ladder. It was just...
Okay.
I thought I used a McLaren.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I saw you...
Race 40,
See, I saw
so
you
easy.
driving a Lamborghini a second ago, and then I was reading the comments, and then when I looked back, you had the McLaren. I was like, wait a second, what's happening here?
It magically changed. Unbelievable. All right, let me see here. I'm trying to tweak this BMW, and I'm not liking it too much, this car.
But yeah, unfortunately, the tips to getting those tokens is run as many showdowns as you can. I mean, it sucks. It's so hard to get these things, you know? If you can run some of the Elite Tuners events, those really give out a lot of the tokens, but... Uh-oh.
There goes my... Actually, we can switch to the other screen. That's actually a good time to switch. You know why?
To my screen, you
I'm
mean?
working... No, you can switch to my other screen. Because I'm working on that BMW speed trap.
Okay, well... I think I only have one screen.
Oh. Hold on. I thought I was sharing it.
I think you can only share one at a time.
Yeah, I did. It's being shared now. See if you can take a look at it.
Let me go take a look real quick.
Meanwhile, I will reload. Crashing out of event thing has been happening to me probably for the past
So
2
you've got
updates.
the Pride car?
Yep, I got the Pride car.
All right, let me
Have
go
some
ahead
pride,
and put
man.
you back up there. All right, D Black, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the donation. That's awesome. I really appreciate that a lot. Haunter, how's it going, man? He said, what's my best car in Tier 5? Well, personally, I think the Toyota Supra GR, the Elite Tuners one, is probably my current fastest car. It's pretty good at everything, really. I like that car a lot.
Try that again.
And to the guy that was asking about the Mustang RTR, if you do have the Toyota Supra, you know, there's a free crate for that once you get it. So that's not a bad car to use for Tempest either.
You did see that 278 mile per hour run, right? I think 279 is what he's shooting for. This is with trans and turbo.
So yeah, you're trying to help DJ, right?
Yep, trying to help DJ get that 279 mile per hour.
What?
Ronaldo won 2 Indy cars. Strip one. Oh wait, you can't.
Can you send me one? I don't have one.
Yeah, we'll take one from you. Yeah, send me a free one.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Okay. So my other account, it says connection lost, cannot connect. Check your connection, and it's uploading some files. If I have no connection, how are they downloading content? I don't get it. Anyway.
Yeah, that's odd.
All right, so here you go, 279.308. Okay, here's the tune. You could probably do 3.5, 3. Or even 3.1, but I had it at 3.7, 3.32, 1882 tire. The dyno says 266.0, but you can actually hit 279. The trick here is you got to use nitrous in 7th rather than waiting until 8th. And kind of short shifting a bunch of the earlier gears. So we'll do another run so we can duplicate the 279 run. Make sure
Nicholas.
Yeah.
Nicholas, your Chiron Pure Sport will definitely work for Tempest 3, but you know, it's not exactly an easy car to get parts for, unfortunately. If you have another Bugatti, you can at least get fusions. If you have a Golden Star Bugatti, you can go buy those PETA crates and get fusions with that. The Pure Sport's got purple stars, I believe, doesn't it?
Pure Sports Yellow Star? I thought it was Yellow Star.
Well, any Yellow Star car, you can get the PETA crates for, but purple star cars cost real money, so that might be something you want to look into. Hey, Danny, can the Mustang Boss 302 get the 210 miles per hour?
That's a T1. That's kind of asking a lot of it.
I kind of doubt it.
All right, so nitrous in 7th. As long as you short shift to 7th and nitrous, and then kind of short shift slightly to 8th, you should be good to go. So 279 is pretty repeatable with this setup. DJ, give it a shot. Let me know if it worked for you. And if you have any issues, feel free to type in chat again. All right, so let's go back to my other screen. Let me see if I can switch here without crashing everything.
6 million, both of those cars can beat Tempest 1 and Tempest 2.
Yeah. Okay. So Hexam is asking about the ZL11LE. I think the only thing I can tell you is nitrous, I think, is 3rd for that car. Don't use nitrous in 2nd. That'll hurt your time. But other than that, you might want to look up Zoocar's shift patterns for a maxed ZL11LE. That may help you with hitting the time too.
All right, so Boss Mustang with all the Boss 302 Mustang with all of the there's no stage 6 parts, but all of the fusions and all of the Elite Customs upgrades only hits around 130 miles per hour.
That's a fast car, man. You know, it's a T1, so
yeah, tier 1 cars, yeah, none of those are really too fast, but it's a really good car.
I don't think there's a T1 challenge that needs you to hit 210. Are we talking about something that requires it? I never heard of a challenge that needs 210 mile per hour for a T1.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. At least in the quarter mile, it only hits like 130. Maybe if you run a half mile, it'll do a few more, but I don't think it's going to hit 210.
My Earth Mustang can beat your BMW, Max. Wow. I don't think I want to use this BMW live anyway. But all right, let's go back to the other account so I can keep doing the whatchamacallit.
Now, if it was kilometers per hour, I have no idea what that is. That does not compute to me.
It's going to require a little bit of extra work there.
That would require some sort of calculator. I think.
Speaking of those gold tokens, here's one of them. A whole gold token, yes.
At race
and it
number
requires
40.
you to do relay to get it.
But you need all those cars. Look at all those cars, man.
All those cars, and they got to be built.
Crazy. That's crazy.
One gold token. They're so generous with these. But here's the other problem. It caps out at 500 of them. So
I thought they changed the cap. Didn't they remove the caps?
Not for me. I still have cap issues with the tokens.
They were supposed to have either changed it or removed it so we could hold more tokens. Man.
Really?
Yeah.
I was still getting stuck at 15,000 for green.
15,000?
No, it went up from 10,000, I think, to 15, right?
That might be, yeah.
Yeah, it might be. But still, 15,000 green's pretty easy, but 500 yellow ones are not so easy. The problem is when you don't have blue and red, you only get those yellow ones building up, and then you never get to them. So eventually they cap out.
No, Anthony Jones, he's wanting to know what a hero car is.
A what car?
A hero car. He was saying he took a survey, and it was part of the questions on the survey about a hero car. He asked something about that earlier on one of my videos, and I'm just like, dude, I have no idea in the world what you're talking about. Have you heard of a hero car?
Never heard of a hero car. Unless there's something else that they're talking about introducing. Yeah, Bosco, reds are the problem. I don't have enough reds to move my stuff along. I can't use those gold ones or yellow
I'm
ones.
stuck on the reds too.
Yeah, everybody, I think, you know, and that and the fact that I'm trying to level up some legend cars is killing my tokens, blue and red tokens.
Bosco says a hero car is a movie car, I think.
Oh, really? Is that what they call them in this game? See, sometimes Natural Motion put titles on stuff that I have no idea about. I never heard of the
like the
boss cars.
Like the Fast and Furious cars or hero cars, maybe? I don't know.
So which hero cars are you talking about?
It's possible that you misread the question, or maybe they never explained to us what it is. I mean, maybe that is a term that they use for something, and we don't know. Omniverse says the Batmobile.
Batmobile. That's a car we need.
I do remember a while back they were asking if we wanted to see a DeLorean or the Transformers added to the game, and it's been like 2 years and I haven't seen either. It was the Back to the Future DeLorean or the Transformers. I think like Bumblebee and Optimus Prime.
There's now a Transformers DeLorean. Aha. His name is Gigawatt. That's an actual Transformers now. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Bought it.
Neat.
Yeah, I like Transformers. It's one of my hobbies. I like collecting them. So.
Kinson plays CSR2. He has a question here.
Okay.
Why do some racers have a Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 5, Tier 6, Tier 24, Tier 95 elite license badge, right?
Oh.
Well, that's actually a HTML code. If you go into, I think if you're an iOS player, you can go into your like iOS game room or whatever they call it, and you can put in a specific code that adds little symbols to your name. So that's not actually part of the game. That's just somebody using HTML code to add a symbol to their name.
Yep. So they can go up pretty high. They can be like Tempest 6 or whatever.
Yeah, I've seen 6. I've seen up to 6 before.
Yeah, and some people put like all of them from 1 to 6.
Yes.
Yeah, they line them up in front of their name. So, yeah, they all kind of stuff you can do with those. But on Android, it's hard to do that. I don't think it's the same, so it doesn't work the same way. Let's see.
Hassam Ali says, Max, how long have you been playing?
Oh, I've been playing now, what, the 5th year's anniversary? So 5 years.
5 years, man. That's a long time. I've been playing for about 4, so.
Yep.
Mr. Payback says, the General Lee. That would be kind of cool, actually. And the Knight Rider car would be kind of cool. When is Tempest 4 going live? I've actually heard some people saying the next update's going to have Tempest 4, but I don't know if I believe it. Now, that's right around the time frame that the Crow was saying he thought it was going to show up, but none of us actually know for sure.
I still don't believe it.
Yeah, we kind of wonder if it's ever going to come out, because we've been waiting on it for, what, like 3 years now? 4 years? Something like that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
They keep adding everything but Tempest.
They just, you know what? If it doesn't make them money, it doesn't get a priority treatment, right? So these events that we're getting, like this big American series, this is their moneymaker series. So
yeah,
they are,
for sure.
you know, they're all over it. But Tempest, let's be honest, Tempest is free. Free players get free stuff from Tempest. And look how slow they work on Tempest, because they're not making money off of it. What's the priority? Plus, with all the code issues they have, I think, you know, programming it in is a big deal. They probably have a lot of bugs when they actually test it, and they go, ooh, maybe we should delay it another 6 months while we work on money-making stuff. So,
Uncle Broken Down says he read on the hero car, supposedly they're thinking about adding those as concept cars. Hexam says, yeah, in the Fast and Furious, they called the cars driven by Paul and Vin Diesel hero cars.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I like that.
I mean, that sounds right. I mean, that sounds about right, yeah. I mean, they're kind of heroes, right?
Yeah.
They save the day. They blow up a bunch of things and kill a bunch of people in the process, but in the end, they save the day, so I guess they're still heroes. Horrible heroes,
damage.
But
Collateral damage. We don't discuss collateral damage in movies. It's irrelevant. The fact that we did $50 million of property damage to drive one car is meaningless in a movie. They don't care. So, you know, that's just minor damage. Somebody will pay for it. Insurance companies.
Yeah, I've actually heard there might be a Formula One car coming. I don't know if that's true or speculation, but a lot of people have been talking about that.
We probably are getting them. I mean, you know, we already got the Indy car. Might as well step up to the next level. I'm waiting for them to put some real drag cars in, like the jet cars and the
that would be
funny
cool.
cars.
Unfortunately, those are going to run like 3-second quarter miles. 3-second half miles, though.
We already have cars that run quicker than that, so that's slow, man. Those Top Fuel dragsters, they're just too slow for this game. That's why we don't add them. 300 miles per hour is silly. We do 600 miles per hour in CSR2.
Yeah.
So we don't care about 300 mile per hour cars. Let me see. Opinion on the Rocky Bunny 350Z from the Showdown dealership. I think it's basically a reskin of the other Rocky Bunny cars, which are both pretty decent. So I can't imagine that one won't be good. So that should be a good live racer and a good car all around. And it could beat Tempest, because the other two definitely beats Tempest. So I can't imagine this one would not.
Does it have a low PP high Evo?
Relatively speaking, I think it does.
Okay.
You know, with tier 4 cars, it's not as much of a issue to have low performance point high Evo, because you're facing lobbies of cars with T5s in there that are not very competitive. So generally, that's not as much of a critical issue. It's the tier 5 cars that really benefit from low performance point high Evo.
So is he talking about the one you buy with the tickets?
Yeah, he's talking about the blue one. That's like the one that comes with the showdown tickets.
Yeah, see,
I mean, the legend.
The legends.
I mean, not legends. What am I saying? The pro leagues. The pro leagues.
Yeah.
Getting all my stuff confused.
I think I might have some of those Pro Leagues tickets. I'm not really sure. I think they were giving them out, but I don't have the Pro Leagues yet. I should actually go and see if I can buy any of those cars.
Oh, yeah.
Is it worth spending gold for cars from the dealership? Not usually. Unless there's one of those cars that pop up you can't normally get and it's a really, really good car, then it might be worth it. But there are some cars that are always available to buy for gold in there, and most of them are kind of crappy, so not really. Now, certain cars, if you're trying to do like the Elite Tuners events, some of those cars for the Elite Tuners you're going to have to buy with gold. For example, like when it comes out to the one event, you're going to get your choice of getting a a Subaru WRX or a Mitsubishi Lancer for free. But once you choose one for free, the other one's going to cost gold, and that's the only way to get it. So for some cars, yes, it's worth it, or some cars you're going to have to at some point, but yeah, not all the cars.
GTR 34 for gold? That must be the Elite Tuner one then.
Yeah, it is.
You're going to need it.
That was a free car, though, wasn't it? Or is that
only
the Skyline?
for that event? They gave the R35 was free as part of the event.
Yeah, that's right.
Around Christmas, but not the 34. And I don't think it's going to be free now. Now, before you buy it for gold, check in the event. What was it? Check in this event hub, because if you don't have the car, I think you can buy it either for gold or for tickets. So make sure you check the event hub before you go spending gold.
I know I've almost got another 4,000 American tokens, so I'm real close to buying another one of those American cars. I should actually go look right now and see if I have enough. Last time I looked, I was like at 3,200. I'm not sure how long we have left until those tokens go away. So guys, if you have event tokens for one of these big events, or the tickets I should say, make sure you spend them before the event totally ends, or you might lose them forever. Yeah, right now I got 3,250. Right? Yeah, it says we got 18 days left. All right, so you've probably got 18 days left to spend your American Series tickets.
Yeah,
what did I just say? Tokens?
Yeah, tickets. I think you're going to end up spending them either way. I mean, if you're trying to do the final like I'm doing, you're going to end up spending it anyway. Because I'm using it to get stage 6 for the Furai, and that's like 3,000 tickets right there. So you basically broke after that.
Oh, my game crashed. It's been crashing a lot lately.
It's been crashing a lot, yep. So, is that the Ruby Rose Huayra? Might be. I don't know. Might be. I don't know.
Ruby Rose is one of those cars you can't
cars.
get. Now, normal players can't actually get that.
No, we can't get that car yet, but maybe Tempest 4. Who knows? Last thing I need is another one of those Paganis that doesn't run well.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely go with the Bentley Continental GT3 if you're going to buy one of those cars. I think the Ford is really good as well, but I like the Bentley the best.
Decent. The GT3 is better. The Ultima RS is decent.
The Ultima is pretty nice as well.
So basically, the lobbies that I can win in with the GT3, I may not be able to win as consistently with the Ford LM, GT LM, but the Ultima RS sometimes can still do pretty well. But it's,
like Bosco's saying, whoops, sorry, Max.
Oh, no, that's cool. Go ahead.
Like Bosco's saying, it's funny that it's called the American event, but not all the cars are actually American.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
You're winning an American Indy car. Yay. It's American. So I guess that's the only thing they got going for it. This is more like a world tour than an American event. Yeah,
really. Ken, the game's definitely loading much slower than normal. I don't know what the deal is, but I got another little update today. It was just kind of like I opened the game and it downloaded some new files, and it's been slow as molasses. Oleg, we'll probably see some of those old events come back again. We can't guarantee which ones, but we've had Supercar Science. There's actually been a few different Supercar Science events, and we have seen a few of them repeat. So there's a pretty good chance we might see some of those come back again, but there's no guarantee on that.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to say, but chances are they will. They're going to bring something back. Um, all right.
Hey, what's up, Clavia? How you doing? Good to see you, buddy.
Clavia's here.
Bunker Spy, what's up? Robert Gray, what's up, buddy?
Welcome, guys.
Ah, Filippi wants to know, is the yellow Corvette CR8 worth the showdown grind?
Personally, I think it is.
Cool car.
I listed. So I'm actually working on a little side project, which I've been trying to work on for a while. But basically, I'm trying to list some of the best cars in the make. All right, each model, the model that's the best in the make in the game. Mine is, of course, single model makes like Bachmano, which everybody knows is decent. And
cool car.
For Chevy, I would say that CAR is the best car you got right now. That's all around the best, not just best at one thing, but overall. I consider that the best Chevy at the moment.
Clavia, I hope you're not parking and texting at the same time, buddy.
Parking and texting. You're making a ticket for that.
Lot. Mauricio, hello.
So, I don't care about the fastest car in the game. In fact, I never cared about that because it's irrelevant to me. I never race in those lobbies, which if you ever go to the fastest lobbies, it's great. There's almost 3 different models in there and that's it. And it's all the same crews. And they don't really want to talk to you because they're all busy with their own people. So that's kind of the feeling I get. I'm like the outsider when I go to the top lobby, so I don't go anymore. I'm just like, oh man, I'm not welcome here. I'm just gonna go hide in my slower lobbies.
Dutch, what's up? Good to see you. Robert Gray, glad you're enjoying the channel. Steven's got a pretty interesting thing he said here, so I'm guessing you probably don't understand the way Showdown works. So he's got 4 out of the 6 parts on his Giulia GT-AM, and he's still losing a lot at Showdowns. Unfortunately...
Well, first of all, well, go ahead, Denny.
Unfortunately, Showdown matchmaking doesn't care about how fast your car is and how fast the other people are. All it cares about is how many trophies you have and how many trophies your opponent has. And if you don't have the fastest car that's available in that showdown and you don't have it 100% maxed out, you can plan to get beat a lot. So when that comes around like that, all you can really do is just do the best you can and collect whatever free prizes you can get. You know, so Max, what were you going to add in there?
I was going to say, don't forget, if you look at any showdown, if there's a tier 5 car in there mixed in with your tier 4s, your tier 4 is going to lose. Unless, that tier 5 is just absolutely terrible. So when you first look at a showdown, always look if tier 5 has a car in there, because that's probably going to be faster than whatever tier 4s they listed. And because it's trophy matchmaking and they don't care about how fast or slow your car is, having a tier 4 means you're going to lose to a bunch of people. That's just the reality.
Unfortunately. Unless the tier 4s are the fastest car available in that current showdown.
Then the elite tuner ones usually are the ones that'll kill everybody.
Yeah.
So, it's
the Tiffany,
just the way it is.
I haven't messed with the Tiffany in quite a while. One of these days I have to get that thing out and drive it. That's a really cool truck.
Yeah, the Tiffany truck's a cool truck. I really wish they didn't tweak the matchmaking the way they did. A lot more cars will be a lot more useful. But
yeah,
we got to deal with what they hand us. So, what's the best car of the 4 lock-ins in the final? Definitely the McLaren. The fastest before you put stage 6s, the fastest after, not the fastest, but gangs very nicely with stage 6s, easy to do speed traps, easy to do the runs. So the McLaren, in my opinion, is the best of the lock-ins.
There's
a reason why I locked it in the way I did too. Yeah, go ahead, there.
I was just saying, what's up, DJ 10? He says, how are we doing? I'm doing all right. I think Max is doing pretty good as well. Someone says, how many cars do I have in real life? Only one. I got a little Toyota Corolla. Someone just ran into it in the parking lot the other day.
Oh, jeez.
put a
Get
big
some
old
money out
dent
of
in the
that.
bumper. Put a big
Get
old
the
dent
money
in the
back.
bumper, and then a couple hours later, the dent popped back out. So that was kind of cool. They left a couple of scratches, and a couple of the clips that hold the bumper on broke. So their insurance company came out and gave me some money to go fix it if I choose to, which is cool. I do not have the Chiron 110, unfortunately.
I like the 110. It's a good car.
It is a really cool car.
It's a dyno beating car too. I use it for swapping. I don't actually use it for live racing because it'll get bumped. But as a swap car, these fast shifting cars are actually pretty good for that. So
I think Comet Warrior is Rick rolling us over here. He's saying, never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. I'm not sure if that's what he's trying to do or not, but
all right,
that might
so
be a Rick
Bosco's
roll.
right. The 007 is the downfall of this event. Now, if you look at my lock-ins, guys, I locked it in a little differently than what a lot of people are recommending. But I'm taking a risk here by doing it this way. So what I know is that lock-in number 2 faces race 71, and I hope that doesn't change, because if it does, I'm screwed. But race 71 is an 8.1 opponent. That means I locked in the one car that I know can beat that guy with one stage 6. Lock-in number 3 kind of has like a mediocre challenge all around. It's not super difficult, not super easy. Lamborghini's pretty decent with one stage 6, and I happen to get body, so I lucked out. So that's pretty safe there. This guy here gets race 61 at 8.5. The problem is this guy is a 9.5 car right now, so I'm going to need some stage 6s. That's the one that's going to probably hold me up. And then finally, I'm going to lock in the Mazda for the final race 79, which is the speed trap. Now, we know that's going to be difficult, but the Mazda's pretty good at speed traps. It's the only reason I decided to go with that. So we'll see how that plays out. But that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. I'm not saying this will work out. I'm just doing it this way as sort of my, sort of the way I'm estimating how to get through this with minimal damage to my pocket. That's the whole point. Okay, I'd rather pay for one car stage 6s than pay for 3 cars stage
really.
6s.
Olek Islander, buddy. No, me and Max have never actually met in real life, but we talk every day and we're pretty good friends.
Yeah, we
sometimes
talk all the time.
online friends are usually just as good as in-person friends, you know what I mean?
Yep. Now, I've always joked about meeting some of my online friends, but the truth is that, between the pandemic and everything else, most of those plans have fallen through. I know there are a few guys that actually live near me in my crew. So maybe one of these days I'll get a little crew get-together.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Robert Gray says, "What's the best tip on CSR2?" Max, what do you think your best tip is? Do you have
My
one?
best tip? Basically, be real conservative and patient with resources. That's your best thing to do in this game.
Same thing, yeah. Be very picky and choosy on which cars you upgrade. Make sure you actually need that car for something before you upgrade it. Alright? Make sure you're not wasting your keys, because, especially silver keys that you need to get the Prestige Cup car with. That's crazy important to be really on top of your resource management in this game.
Yep.
If you're not spending a bunch of money, it's really important, or you're always going to struggle.
And talking about resources, this is something I do with all games I play. First thing I do when I go into a new game, I go online and I look up the forum for that game, right? Then I look up the YouTubes for that game, because this way I go into that game knowing what I'm up against. What somebody said something that I missed? Let me see.
Ken Anderson says the best tip on CSR2 is keep your wallet in your pants. That's funny.
Well, yeah, you don't get much for your money generally, so that is a good tip.
Mikey, what's up? Good to see ya.
See, Jose Lewis says, race 79, you need to be 334 miles per hour in the quarter. That's only if you use the McLaren, because the Mazda cannot ever hit 334 miles per hour. It only hits 320 fully maxed. So I'm kind of banking on, and this is the risk I'm taking here. I'm banking on Natural Motion adjusting that based on that car, and I'm anticipating I should be facing something like a 300 and change mile per hour speed trap versus a 335, which is impossible, or 324 or whatever it is. It's impossible for Mazda to hit, and we know that they do program it so that they, it gets adjusted based on what's going on. All right, where are we at here? We're at now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get to race 60 and stop. Here's why, because I'm going to make a video for race 61 to the end, and I'm not going to give it all away now. I'm just getting there. You guys saw what I did, and then we'll go from there. Are you dying over there, Daddy? What's wrong with you? What's up?
I don't know.
Get some coffee, man.
I'm just making sound effects. That's all. Yusuf says, how do you beat Tempest cars, Danny? Well, I'm guessing you're stuck on some boss cars or something. The first thing you need to do is you can look up all the boss times. For Tempest, you need to know what the boss you're beating runs. You need to know what the 0 to 60 time is, the 0 to 100 time, and the speed trap times. And then you need to make sure your car is fast enough to do all three of those things before you lock it into a boss race. Because a lot of people block something in before it's ready, and then they have to spend a bunch of gold to change cars and stuff like that. So you can always look up those boss times and whatnot. Now, the majority of tier 5 cars can do Tempest no problem. For Tempest 1, definitely go with the 1-star Golf GTI. For Tempest 2, I always say the Porsche Boxster if you can get parts for it. For Tempest 3, crap, I can't remember which car I usually tell people to use for Tempest 3. I'm drawing a blank here, Max. Oh yeah, the BMW M4s are awesome for Tempest 3.
LB M4, yeah, that's
especially
that's
the ones. Yeah, the LB one's really good.
Yep.
The M4s with the stars are awesome. For Tempest 4, for Tempest 1 and 2 tier 4, you can get the GTI that you buy from the GTR that you buy from the dealership. Now for Tempest 3 tier 4, that's a very different story. There's only like 15 or 17 cars that can make it all the way through. That's when you really got to look up and make sure your car is ready for it. Yeah, Tempest 5, the Toyota GR Supra, or you can always go with like the Lamborghini Huracan that comes from the dealership. So those are the cars I recommend for the Tempest races.
Yeah, for tier 5 nowadays, I would definitely recommend one of the Elite Tuner tier 5s, whether it's the GTR or the Supra, over the Huracan Coupe, because that car that's also Elite tunable now, so it's not like it's horrible or anything. But I think since you're going to build that Supra and that Nissan for the events anyway, you might as well use them for the purpose of Tempest. But a lot of guys end up leading that Supra because they like it in live racing too.
It's a cool car.
That's a good car. Yep, very good.
Andrew Winter says, do you have the Bugatti Bolide? I do have it. Mine's set up on, I've only got like some stage 2 and stage 3 parts on mine or something like that. I got it set up as a live racer, so I'm not really worried about mine being one of the fastest cars in the game. So mine's very low tier, and I really don't plan on upgrading it any more than it is, honestly. Yeah, the Civic 1.5 VTEC is a great Tempest 3 car, but that's one you don't unlock till later on in the Tempest events. You got to beat one of the bosses to get it, but once you do get it, if you can fill it up with parts, that's a great one to use for the next, for Tempest 2.
Yep, definitely. Now, I see Mauricio asked me and asked you, what's your favorite car? In real life or in the game? I would assume in the game. what's your favorite car in the game, Danny? It's a little hard for me to pick, but I want to hear your choice first.
Man, right now I'm loving the Supra, the Elite Tuner Supra, just because it's pretty much good at anything and it's really fast. Plus, It's got all the customization, which is fun, and mine's maxed out, so I'm really enjoying that car a lot.
I have to say, for me, the favorite car and the one that I probably put the most time and effort with has been the Koenigsegg Regera. Okay,
really?
It's not that it's good at everything. It's just that I somehow always found a way to make good use of it. I like the car. It's kind of a cool concept to me. But the other one I truly love to play with is the Bachmano in this game. I really like the Bachmano a lot.
It's amazing, actually.
It's an amazing little car. It requires very little. It requires very specific parts, but very little parts to be good. And I just love that car. And I can control it so well that basically I don't have any problem keeping it in the good lobbies when I'm using it. So those two are probably my most enjoyable and most favorite cars. But, there are cars I love the looks of that I may not play with as much, but I love the car for the looks in the game too. So there are a lot of cars I like.
Cherakaru, how can I play the game on PC? Well, if you're on Android, you're in luck. If you're on iOS, not so much, okay? You can get an Android emulator called LD Player, which works great. Just go to ldplayer.net and you can download it. And you sign into Google Play just like you do on your phone. You download the game on there. It's a real cool deal. But if you're on iOS, as far as I know, there's no way to get your iOS account over to the PC.
Yep. But what's a Visco girl comment? I have no idea what that means. But for the Mazda Miata parts, if you can get far enough in your Elite Tuners and get a crate for that Mazda in your Elite Tuners, that's one way to get Mazda Fusions. It's a hard fusion to get, but you just need to find a time when those fusions are available as part of crates, and then pull some crates, and that's how you can get them for sure.
Yep. It's rough, but now that we have the PETA parts, you can spend some keys to get PETA parts for it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's something that really just showed up recently, and sometimes I forget that option's there.
Yep, that's true. You can use that. You can lock in that car, and then go to the, PETA crates, and then pull a few crates. But again, that crate seems to drop some of the worst fusions anyway. But
yeah, it does. Lots of greens.
Engine, yes. Engine is good because it's good for speed traps. Although I don't think it's going to help me that much with the times. So I'm still going to need, I know I'm definitely going to need additional stage 6s for this car. It's not that great, but at least I have one good speed trap stage 6. So that'll help me there. My plan is to hopefully only have to spend money on this car. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Now, don't forget, in 4 more days, we all get a set of free stage 6s. So I can, I can hopefully get something good on that too. I mean, I may actually be able to do this whole event without seriously spending if I play my cards right. And I get lucky, but that's always the case. You always have to get lucky with this stupid game.
Not having to spend is always good.
I don't know if anybody locked in the 07 as the last one for the race 79.
Robert said he's beating Tyler Shax. Congrats, buddy.
Beat him up.
Just remember, the Shax car is not very good, so when you get it, don't dump too many resources into that thing.
Don't do what I did. Don't be that guy, the sucker who maxed out Shax's car. And then I had to pay gold to get those fusions back.
Yeah, me too. I stripped so many fusions off of that thing at some point.
Yeah, I know. When I got the Regera, I was like, this and Shax. How is this car and Shax in the same game? And how can Shax be so bad and this one be so good? You know,
DJ10 or DG10, buddy. There's no best stage 6 most of the time. Every car is very different. Some cars like the nitrous might be the best. Some cars the transmission might be the best. Some the turbo. You just don't know. It depends on the car, unfortunately.
Yeah. Don't be Max 2.0 is right. Okay. Don't make the mistakes I did. And I've been there. I've made all the mistakes. Believe me, it's not funny how many mistakes I made. And that's why I started doing videos. I was sharing my, insight about the stupidity of doing the things I did. And it turned into, this whole channel thing that we're doing now. So you and I are just telling people, don't do what we just did before. We have 5 years of mistakes that you can avoid.
Yeah, you don't want to be like me and Max.
Should I show them my elite license again? No, let's not.
Nah.
The Crow would permanently leave your stream. So we want him back. We want the Crow back. Anyway,
oh man, Mauricio said he maxed out Shax's car. I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sure a lot of people did. I mean, if we took a poll of how many people tried to max out Shax's car, you might be surprised, because when you're a new player, that's like the coolest car you see in the game. You're like, oh man, this thing's got to be good. It's the last boss, right? It's a Koenigsegg. I mean, come on. And in the beginning, in the intro, he drove that and showed off how good it looked. So it must be good. Oh, how this game lies to you.
Danny,
All
Tony as well, Mr. DJ. I'm a little confused by that one.
Oh wait, Danny, Tony. Glad I never won it.
Yep, I'm glad you never wanted to. I sometimes wish I didn't. Then I wouldn't have put parts into it.
Steve, if you go out to like Reddit or Facebook and ask for a milestone crew, there's going to be tons of them looking for players. So you're not going to have a problem finding one. You really shouldn't. And I understand that people sometimes like to stick with these quiet crews just because they're not sure they'll make it in a milestone crew. But seriously, you need to join a milestone crew once you beat Shax, because it'll change your game. It really, if you want to play for free, that's the only way to go.
All you really got to do is save up some silver keys to make sure you're able to get the Prestige Cup car every season. And at that point, as long as you can get that, you should have no problem making 700,000, 800,000, or even 1 million respect points every season.
Yeah.
But that's one of the reasons I tell everybody, save those silver keys. That's the most important thing you can do as a new player, is stop spending them until you have a few thousand saved up, which will take, a month or two. If you're newer, it might be a little slower. I'm not really sure. But once I stopped spending my silver keys and saving, I saved up about 2,000 of them, and I started getting the milestone cars pretty quickly most seasons, and they just saved up from there. But because if you don't have that milestone car, that's a lot of respect points you're going to have to make up by live racing or showdowns, and that's not fun.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. I'm at race 60. I'm going to stop because I'm going to finish the rest of it. And also, I don't want to actually spend money on the live stream because you guys get to see my information. So I'll come back with the video finishing this up. I'm actually going to document how many crates I have to pull, how much I spend. Up to this point, I've spent nothing on this part of the event. Okay, let's be clear on that. It's yeah. Go ahead, Danny.
Filippi's got some kind of question about the showdown season and the showdown tickets. About it's going to end in 3 weeks or something. I don't have that showdown. Max, maybe you can answer that a little better.
It never goes away. In fact, let me show you real quick. I think I know what his question is. He's afraid that if the season ends, your whole thing disappears, right? This account has the league showdown, okay, the pro leagues. JD YTP asked how did I make so much money? I was broke for a long time too, but once you get to a certain point in the game, you start to be able to save up more because you're playing a lot. Live racing particularly, I grind a lot of points a season, so I get the money. And then if you're careful and not spend it on every car that comes along, you'll eventually build it up. And if you're making like 3 million on average RP a season, you will save up some money. And I know guys that have like 200 million cash. Okay, let's so here's Pro League, right? Oh, I didn't race in it yet. Hold on, I don't plan to either. Showroom. Let's go to showroom. If you go to the showroom for Pro Leagues, you'll see that every Pro League car that they have available for tickets are there permanently. So you can still get the Pandem Supra, even if that season's long gone. So don't worry about the cars disappearing. They just keep adding new season cars to the list. You just need to have enough tickets. Okay, so. And of course, it takes forever to get into a dealership right now. You got the same thing going, right, Danny?
It's crazy. Yeah, it takes like
crazy,
5 minutes, it feels like.
Yeah.
Probably not quite that bad, but probably like a minute
or you
two,
crash.
Honestly.
Like minute or two, and then it's like half the time it goes, I'm sorry, you crash. Here we go, Pro Leagues.
Hey, Christopher, how's it going? 6 million, what's up?
Hey, welcome to the stream. See, I still got all these cars. These are all available to you right now for tickets. Until you buy it, it's just going to stay there for you. Oh, wait, you can accidentally buy it twice. Because I already bought this car. So, again, they're all available to you. You have plenty of time to buy them, so don't worry about it.
I got to go look and see how many tickets I have, because I think the showdowns are still giving out the Pro League tickets, even if you don't have Pro Leagues.
I wonder if this Project 7 sucks as bad as Victor's Project 7. I'm not risking 50 tickets.
My day's going all right, buddy. Thank you. Hope yours is good as well. I do have the Line app, but I had to set everything to private, or I get hundreds of messages that I don't have time to coming in every day, unfortunately.
Now, Corey, I know that you guys are asking the same question. Felipe asked the same thing. Remember, the showdown leagues, because there's so many tiers, it's actually like 1 week per tier, and then there's like 7-8 weeks to end. But once it ends, all it does is a new 7 weeks showdown league comes in with a new set of prize cars. But the old prize cars, as you can see, are still available in the dealership. So you're not going to lose those cars. You still can buy them in the future. Okay, so those cars will not go away. They just stay in that dealership. Wow, I can't even leave the dealership fast. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
You can't come in here, and once you're here, you can't leave.
It's like the Hotel California around here.
You're stuck, whether you like it or not. So yeah, so Pro Leagues. I'm currently in Champion League. Yeah. So here's. Oh, earlier somebody asked about gold token rewards. So if you get to World League, you get 15. See. So and then if you get to Legend, you get 50. Woohoo! 50. That's if you make it to Legend, which I don't think I'm going to make it to Legend. So
this game
we'll see.
Sucks sometimes.
What happened? What happened?
I'm trying to navigate through the little menu to see how many tickets I have, and it keeps putting me in the wrong spot. Like it'll click on something I didn't actually click on.
Oh.
It's being a pain. So, Bunker says that that Project 7 in Pro Leagues is not worth it. Runs an 8.5.
So, it's poopy, but it's not as poopy as Victor's car. So
Poopy.
I can't argue with that. It's not that bad. Hold on. Somebody's asking about the C8R. Let me go find mine. I know I have one on. Oh, here it is.
So I've been stuck in the dealership for like about a year now, just trying to find the Pro League settings to see if I can get any of those cars.
The application, Steven, is LD player. Is that what you're asking? Oh, or is it line app? I'm not sure exactly. I kind of jumped in the middle of the conversation. You can now afford a turbo. Do you want to go do it? Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, as you can see, this car is capable of kind of low performance point, high evo kind of setup too. There's no stage 6s here that I installed.
Ryan, no, they're not quite the same. The yellow one's a little bit better, right, Max? On the CR8?
The yellow one's slightly faster. Yep, it's a little bit better. I wouldn't say it's so much better that I can't, I can't say it's like a world-changing, game-changing difference. It's pretty much the same.
Yes, Pro Leagues will be available for everybody, but we don't know when. Currently, it's in beta testing. The people who have it are like the guinea pigs, and currently they're not happy with the way it's performing or something, so they're still tweaking it. And eventually we'll all get it. Who knows when that'll be, though.
Yeah, well, personally, I have no interest in the way the Pro Leagues has worked out. If you think you're grinding a lot now in Showdown, wait till you end up in one of the Pro Leagues with some dude that does 50,000 points. So,
no, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, see, exactly. Oldham saying he finished Legends in Pro Leagues yesterday, but you still got to grind. Yeah, you got to grind a lot in Pro Leagues. My system of doing this is just not doing it.
Have you upgraded the gray? Have you upgraded the gray and the yellow, Max?
On my main account, I did, yes.
They're both killer at live, right? There's not really much of a difference, correct?
Yeah, there's no difference between the... I mean, like I said, at the same exact upgrade, the yellow one's slightly faster, but they build the same way. So I can actually match the yellow one to my gray one, believe it or not.
Purple Star does get a small respect point boost, though.
Yes, it does. But they're both Purple Stars.
Oh, they are.
So you're not losing much there.
Okay.
Yeah. So the yellow one's a Purple Star, but so's the gray one. So
get whichever one looks best to you, I think.
Exactly. I like the yellow. Don't get me wrong. I do like the yellow, but that's just me. My thing with gray. So
yeah.
The Hot Wheel one. The Hot Wheel gray one. Yes, I have the Hot Wheel. So this card's pretty decent in live. Now, you can always watch the opponent catching up to know just how far they can push you. But I didn't even use nitrous yet, and I did all right on that run. Let me see what I ran. Yeah, so that's actually dyno right there. 10.66 is the dyno. So I can run dyno without nitrous. I can certainly run under dyno with nitrous. The card, again, lobbies pretty well. Does pretty good overall. As long as you don't push it too hard in the, in racing it, you shouldn't kill it. Now, I'm surprised that guy let me win because I know this card can really destroy people in live, but...
yeah, right, buddy. Yeah, if you got the gray one, that'll work out really nice for you.
Yeah, but a win's a win, right? A win's a win. So I'll take it. Right, so I must have tweaked this a little bit. Any questions about the Corvette before I jump back out of lobby?
Mari says, will global tuners be available in crates? If you're talking about the Elite Tuners car, I don't think so. Those ones are available for free or for gold only. There's a few that they give you for free, and then the rest I think you have to buy with gold, but I don't think you can pull them out of crates.
Yeah, I don't... Well, no. The global tuners... Hold on. Let's go look at the dealership real quick. Oh, God, I got to get in the dealership again. Oh, all right. Hold on. Let me drink some coffee while we wait for this thing to load.
Oh, Bosco said that's a future event that's coming up. Okay. I didn't realize there was an event called that.
Yeah. All they are is a bunch of cars in the from around, I guess, around the world, so to speak, that are Elite Tuner. A lot of them actually fall under this sports cars and street racing culture cars, I think. I actually have that screenshot of what's coming somewhere on my phone, but I forgot to... Oh, I have it right here, in fact.
Awesome,
So the
DJ.
global tuner cars is... it's all tuner companies. That's what it is. So you have the... That's it. That's what it is.
So they're basically all the elite.
Well, no, not
Elite
just no, not
Customs?
that. It's actually the companies that tunes cars. So you have ACS, Varus, Aim Gain,
Nice.
the Rotana RWBs, and the Vorsteiner cars. So it's all tuner cars, is what it is.
That's gonna be a fun event.
That's going to be a fun event. And a lot of those cars are you can pull them
Yeah.
from crates.
A lot of us
them were
veteran
milestone
players-
cars. Yep.
A lot of us veteran players probably have most of, if not all of the ones they're gonna have on there. Honestly.
I think I have them all. Not all of them are necessarily built, but now, personally, looking at the list here, I'll tell you guys right now, for the BMW, the ACS, I would totally use the ACS ACS2 or ACS4. I definitely would not use the ACS i8 because it stinks. Okay. For the Varus, absolutely the Type R. I think it's the best one to use. Of course, if you have the WRX, more power to you. Use that one.
What's up, Miguel? How's it going?
Aim Gain GT NSX, if you got the purple star, or if you have the yellow star, either one's good. RWB, either one's good. Vorsteiner, I would definitely go with the 720S if you have it built. But for those who are newer players, the 570 VX is the way to go. Because you could buy the regular 570S from the dealership, strip it, and max out that car. And that car
that's
beats
true.
Tempest 3 Tier 5 easily. Okay? It's actually a very good car.
Not the one from the dealership, though. That one doesn't.
No, not the one. No, let's not get them confused. Hold on.
That one's
Let me see if
terrible.
That
The
one's,
one from the
yeah, that
dealership's
one's
terrible, but it shares parts with the good one, is what he's saying.
Right. That one's the turntable car, which you strip.
So you buy the turntable one and you strip
Yeah,
it to get parts for
and
the
you-
other
you
one.
built
That's
a good
actually
one.
good. Yes.
Yep. Vorsteiner R8 is allowed for that event. It's a, again, that's also a decent car, but honestly, it's a little bit harder to build than the 570 VX. This bad boy right here, you can build with stripping the dealership 570S because they share parts. Aha. And I like this car. I used this for Tempest, actually. Beat it very easily with it.
I don't think I have that car yet.
No, this was a milestone, and it was like event car. It's been around for a while. I had multiple versions of this car at one point.
Yeah, I don't think I have the VX version. I don't think so. I'd have to check, but I don't think I have it.
Yeah, because it was an event car, and it was also a milestone car, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong about it, but I know that on my main account, I pulled multiple ones, whether it was event or some other. Oh, it was the PC car one time too. So, it's a beautiful car, and actually, it's quite good. At one point, it was quite useful in live as well, but unfortunately, not as much now. But still a good car overall. Let me
Welcome
see.
back, Clavia. Hello, Portugal. Nice to see you.
All right, so it sounds like DJ Blaze might have gotten through what he was trying to get through. He's all happy. He's like, I got to take you guys out to dinner. I'm an expensive date, man. I'm telling you that up front.
Oh, God.
You take me out to dinner, you're going to be broke, bro.
He's gonna get the steak, the lobster, the who knows what, and like 10 of each.
I'm getting the $100 cheesesteak in Philly. So, anyway, all right, hold on. Let's go back to the legitimate questions here.
Yeah, glad you got through that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good news. Gara R is not that good. It's a dyno beating car without full upgrades, but it's really not that good. Out of the Koenigsegg's, I would avoid that car, and the unfortunately the 1-1, which used to be really decent, also falls under that that category. Yeah. Except I eat the expensive bamboo. Okay, Eclavia. Everything I eat is the expensive ones, not the cheap ones. I go to Starbucks and order the expensive coffee. I need the expensive one. I don't care if it tastes good. Just give me the expensive one. All right. Anyway. how to beat speed trap 325 mile with the Ascenza. See, the Ascenza, you have to tell me what stage 6s you have on it for me to tell you. I know that it can hit 313 with just body. So 325 is going to require at least 2 strong stage 6s. You know, that's the issue with that car. But it's not that bad as speed traps. Okay.
You must have one heck of a memory, Max. I don't know how you remember that stuff offhand.
Remember what? What?
Like which stage 6 parts do which on each car and stuff. I mean, we got 650 plus cars in the game, and Max seems to remember most of them.
Well, that's only the ones I recently tested. I mean, if you ask me about a car I haven't messed with in a while, then I'm going to forget all about it. I'll be like, oh, I don't know. I had a guy ask me a question on one of my videos about stage 6s. And I remember I made a video for that car like 3 years ago. So the only answer I could possibly give him was, please refer to that video.
Yeah.
I can't remember. So, test drive my F1? Why do you want to test drive my F1? My F1 is... Oh, this account doesn't have the F1. It's on the other one.
Muscle memory.
Which legend car wins all live races? Oh, haha. That brings me... Okay, let's jump back to the other account. I like that question. I really do.
Do you want me to switch screens for a minute?
No, I can switch it.
Okay. Odom says, Danny, don't mess with Max. I don't think I was messing with Max.
Nah, it's all good.
I was complimenting on his awesome memory.
All right, check it out. So, I have the best of the makes kind of starting to gather in my... So this is like a preview of my video, actually. So, my opinion is, this is a good legend car in live. That's a good legend car in live. That's a good legend car in live. This is obviously one of the best legend cars. That actually is the best Mercedes in the game, sadly, but in my opinion, that is. And there's another good legend car in live. So, legend cars, there are quite a few that are quite good in this game. Okay? Don't underestimate them. I know, Danny, you're not into the legend cars, but
I do like that saline.
I think this thing's a beast too.
If I had parts for it, I would max mine out actually, but I don't.
Yeah, it's a good car. Look at the Evo points at the upgrade level. So
yeah,
I mean, sure, compared to some other cars, it doesn't stand out, but this one's also a good car for that reason, right? But these are some of the top cars in their respective makes. Now, I have to say that, you know, I'm sure some of you would disagree with some of my decisions here on what I picked, but, you know, these are, my opinion, the best of those particular makes. So there's a quick preview right there. And I'll put in the video why I picked each car for each make. So, one more Evo point, that's because you're tuned differently. I actually tuned this one to match up with my other one, so I tweaked the Evo points a little bit for that reason. But yeah, that's my F1 right there. All right, now, Guy 0812, Mustang Cobra Jet is not that quick with stage 5 only. I think it is 9.8. Denny, you know the Cobra Jet better than me.
9 point something.
Oh, the high end,
it's a little,
like
it's a little slower. Yeah, it's a little slower. You need to really load that thing down before it shines as far as speed goes.
Yep. So this is my this car was a money pit for me because I was rushing a little bit through Legends, so I wasn't happy with trying to reach the car with, you know, with the amount of money it cost me. But I did get it, so I can't complain too much, I guess. Now
we'll probably be streaming for another half an hour or so.
About 40 minutes, yeah. Let's see. You are faster, Bosco. It's okay. I don't go for the fastest. Remember that. It doesn't matter to me. Oh, in 200 crate races in the F1. I'll have to retune it. We'll talk later.
All right. Koning wants to win the Copa Camaro from the gold key crates. Unfortunately, I have never found a trick for the gold key crates. No one's cracked that algorithm yet, so unfortunately, it's just pull your keys and hope that you get it type of deal. I wish I had a better answer for you, but I
So
don't.
here's the Eclipse.
What's up,
Beautiful
Shiv?
car. Now I don't care for the Eclipse with that wing or the Fast and Furious
like it.
livery.
I like it. Me
But this
like
actually
you.
was my favorite generation of Eclipse. I really like this one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I remember
used to
back in the
want
day
one.
when exactly back in the day when this was a new car, I was like seeing them on the street and I go, oh man, I want that car. And then of course at the time, you know, I had a lot of lint in my pocket. So
The first time I saw that car, I was like, what is that? Some sort of like little Ferrari? I saw a red one come by and I thought it was like something way fancier than a Mitsubishi, you know? But I was in love with it. Then I turned around and I tried to find it. I'm like, then I found it. I was like, oh, that's a Mitsubishi Eclipse? I'm like, that thing's cool.
it's a cool little car, man. And the GSX with all-wheel drive and turbo is a beast in drag racing.
Yeah.
Guys had it tuned and they were, you know, killing it on the track. So, wait, somebody's asking about my Jesco Absolute. Let me go find it.
Is the Dodge Demon HPE good? It's just kind of okay in my opinion.
I think it sucks. It just doesn't do anything well. It's the problem.
If you don't need it for the event, it's really just a dust collector, guys.
Yeah. Sorry, I had a live racing setup on this car. I actually retweaked it back to max because I think it was used in one of the recent showdowns or something. Or did I? No, one of the events I used it, so I put it to max. So I'll have to give you another time I can show you my setup because I have to find it again. Is the flip car good, Nolex? Yes, it is. The flip car is quite good.
Oh yeah.
One of those cars you do not want to bet money against.
Guy, have a great night. Clavia's got an interesting question. If you're swapping in the Hypermax lobby and you have an F1, is it a good thing to put your country flag on it so people will know what kind of connection they might face? I'm not really sure how much that matters, but I think everybody's kind of on the same server on this game, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't think this game has different servers for different locations.
I don't think it does. Oh, well, I mean, obviously, if you're playing someone in China, you may have some lag. I know I race Japanese players now and then, and I can almost feel that they have a little bit of lag compared to when we're racing other possibly local players.
Now, my guess is most players will never notice the flag on there, honestly.
Yeah.
They might, but probably not.
It's probably too small on their side of the screen to really notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Brian's Eclipse I have. Yeah, that was actually free, guys. Believe it or not. If you were around at the time, it was free.
Dang, I missed on that one.
Yeah. So
I gotta contact support and demand to get a free one.
Yeah. Where's my Eclipse, man?
Yeah, I've been there for 4 years and you never gave me my Eclipse.
Yeah. I just remember one of the. I think it was the Eclipse. It was definitely the free car. That's. Now, all right. Stacks asked an interesting question. How close can I get to my dyno without getting bumped in live racing with low PP, high evo tune? So, depends on whether you have a what I call lobby advantage to start with, right? If you go into a lobby with a 10-second car and you're facing 10.3 guys, you can still run 10 seconds. You may move you ultimately to a 10-second lobby, but it certainly won't make it so that you're going to get bumped into a faster lobby just like that. Usually, if you slow down a little bit, it helps you keep from bumping at all ever. So,
yes.
Yeah. So low PP, high evo is definitely good, and it's the way to go right now with regard to these lobbies.
Well,
now. Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
If your car is running a 10-second quarter mile on the dyno, and you run a 10.0000001, you'll probably never get pushed past the 10-second lobby.
Right, so, for example, this flip car dyno's 10.0, right? And I know it can run much faster, but I actually should have slowed down. What? How did Soundwave kick that guy out again? Bosco, I need to know your trick for kicking other players out when they re-challenge. Because I know the other guy hit re-challenge and he showed up.
I think that's just a game connection error, honestly.
I know. I'm teasing him, but I think it's funny. Every time I go to live lobby, he finds me right away, and then he kicks the other guy out. It's like, goodbye, my turn.
See, the Maserati MC12, that's not really a good car anymore, I don't think, is it? I know at one time.
So I have no clue.
I know at one time people liked that car, but I kind of have a feeling that not so much anymore type of deal.
Yeah, it used to be really good. At least people told me it was really good. I didn't own the cars, but now I think a lot of those cars that used to be good may not be good anymore.
Yes, no one runs it anymore.
And Leroy Jenkins.
Hey, Jenkins.
Somebody else butted in. Okay, all right. No, it's funny. I just think it's funny that people are getting kicked out. The whole server's been a mess. So.
Yep. Is the McLaren Senna not good launch or charity good?
Does he mean the regular one? I mean, I know there's multiple versions of that car in the game now, so.
Well, there's a launch edition, and I'm not sure about a charity. Oh, the charity one. They're going to be selling that for to give it to a charity. We don't have that car yet. I don't know anything about that one yet.
Yeah,
the launch edition,
not bad. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. The charity one, we just don't know yet. We haven't played with it.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I'm not so sure about.
JJYTP242, try and save up another 1,000 and get the Bentley Continental GT. But if you can only do the 3,000, man, what would you say was the best car in there for the 3,000 American tokens, Max? Probably that
3,000 Ultima RS.
The Ultima, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but fusions, it's hard to get fusions. You know, you don't have fusions, that car's not very good.
Wait, EKT, are you sure the car is going to be free? I thought they were selling it and donating all the money they earned to charity for selling that car.
Well, it's not free for us. They're selling it. That's exactly the point. They're selling it to us and donating the money. So it's not free for us.
Odom says he catches me in live by speed tapping on the challenge button.
Oh.
That's how you got to do it, actually. Every time, it's crazy. Like, I always thought, like, oh yeah, I'll go in and choose who I want to race on live racing. But everybody's just like machine gun tapping that button just to try and get me. It's crazy.
Now, I do know this happens. Sometimes when I'm swapping with my other account, my one account would be in some other screen, right? And the other account will be in the lobby, and it'll show that I can challenge myself. And I'm looking at it going, well, I can't challenge myself because I'm actually adding gas right now, or I'm watching gas ads or something. So it's funny. Yeah, it should be 10.0 lobby. So I think, yes, there are definitely some bugs that allows people to sometimes challenge even though you're not supposed to. Because, you know, I'm probably supposed to be doing something else, but yet it lets you challenge. That's
best way.
Yep, Bosco's saying that's how he got in.
Best way to get green elite tokens. Yeah, we've covered this one kind of a few times, but the green are the easiest to get. Showdowns love to give out green tokens. Any of the elite tuners events give out a lot of tokens, and there's always some sort of little race on the map that gives out nothing but green tokens every so many days. So just keep an eye out on that stuff. You got to race a lot of showdowns, and you'll get a lot of green tokens fast.
Yep. Generally
the green
speaking,
and blue.
That's
what's that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The green tokens come pretty fast. It's not.
Yeah, green and blue. Pretty easy to get. Red and gold, though, they're getting really scarce. So
yeah,
there's no good way to get those. It's just you gotta do really well on the showdowns to get the gold ones, I think.
Yep. The FNF Jetta is a low performance point high evil tier 4. Unfortunately, I can't drive that thing for my life, so it's not great for me. But I know it's a good live racer. I've seen people use them, and they're tough challenges when you race them. So
So yeah, it might be a little bit weird on the shifting it, but
I think it is. You got to like skip gears or something silly.
if you can get the hang of driving it, it's definitely a good car.
Yep. All right. So, Leroy Jenkins, if you're in here, thank you for the swaps. I'm out of gas and I don't feel like adding with gold right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and bow out. Don't challenge me again, guys. I'm not gonna race. I'm gonna jump back to my garage. So bye bye.
Do you want me to switch back to my account for a while, or did you still want to show your screen?
Yeah, we want to switch to yours for a minute, so I can read some of these questions and maybe try to answer. Oh, okay. So he's got body, tires, and transmission, but missing a couple of fusions. All right, I can't test that on my account because I only have body. I think tires should help. Trans may not, because that's another one of those cars you skip the 6th gear to hit nitrous. So let me jump on the content account and see if I can test that real quick. Do I have the content account on this account? I mean, on this
Should
computer?
you use your Ferrari parts for the Roma? Not really. The Roma's not that impressive, guys. I think I made a video for that and put it out, but the Roma is just kind of an okay car. I wouldn't even bother to upgrade it or put parts into it unless you need it for some sort of event that's really important to you. But besides that, let that one collect dust.
Yeah, I would let it go. I mean, you know, people would build it just for the showdown, and that's how you go broke. Hey, this is why I have cash, because I never built them for showdown.
Yeah. What's up, Danny Thunder? He says we both deserve 1 million subs. Well, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. I don't know if I can handle 1 million subs. Can you imagine the number of questions you would get in a day?
Oh my gosh, the 10 billion comments per day would be unbelievable. At that point, you really just couldn't answer comments, I think.
You gotta like have a bot answering your answer your comments.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
you would almost have
this is the thing. Natural Motion put these milestones as Apex cars for, you know, these showdowns because it'll make people tempted to build them, and therefore spend all their money and then spend more money to buy resources to spend on that car, and then you never use it again. So I won't fall for that trap. I just don't want to do it. Hey, good swapping with you, Leroy. So you know, this is part of the thing I was saying earlier about resource management. You got to just sometimes let things go. It's just not worth it. Unless you have deep pockets, in which case everything's worth it. But, you know. All right. Back to you, Danny.
Someone asked
you got your Supra back out.
Is it me or is the BMW i8 a slow car? Well, unfortunately, none of the i8s are very good. Like the i8s, the ASC8 things, all those are pretty terrible, unfortunately. They're beautiful, but they suck.
Yeah.
They are beautiful, but they suck, man. It's a shame. I think my Supra is set up to around a 9.2 lobby, guys. So we'll be going for about another half an hour on the stream.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Hold on. Hold on, I'm trying to look up that Essenza for the speed trap, guys. So if I'm not talking much, that's what I'm doing. Just so you know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure in real life the i8's pretty nice, but not on CSR. They're like, we're gonna take this beautiful car and turn it into a turd taco. And I'm like, oh man. Hey look, it's another YouTuber, guys. CWG YouTube. Connection failed. Not surprised, honestly.
That's Comet Warrior, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah, that should be Comet Warrior.
I do believe it's a Comet Warrior.
Yeah, S6 tire for the Ferrari is not bad, but I can tell you right now, S6 trans won't help it for speed traps. I noticed that this is a new trend, that if the car requires you to skip to 6th gear and then hit nitrous to run the best speed trap, transmission basically is useless, because the only reason transmission helps is it helps you shift faster, right? And that's where it benefits. And if you're not using any of the shifts, then transmission doesn't help you much for speed traps. I found it to be useless on the Furai, and it's probably useless on the Asenza as well, but we'll find out in a minute. Hey, welcome, Alex BK. So we'll have to see, but let me tweak this Asenza and see what I can do.
Yeah, Comet Warrior's car looks just like mine. L33 says, Max, Danny, on a car like the Bentley GT3, do you go ahead and upgrade it to, fuse it to stage 5 or stage 6? Well, it kind of depends on what you're trying to do with it. For live racing, you really don't need that many upgrades in the car. Mine's got I think all stage 3 parts with a stage 4 transmission, and I love it as is. I mean, the only time I would need to upgrade it more than that is if I had to run some sort of event with it where it needed to be faster. But just for live racing,
I'm the same way.
Just for live racing, I am happy with it as is.
Yep. Save that money, because those final stages is where you spend a lot of cash. If you're not going to spend to stage 5 intake, why waste the money, right? Build it to stage 2 and 3 and leave it at that.
Come on. I don't hate the F1, but I don't like the way it drives on when it's maxed out. It shifts way too fast. I need to mess with the lower PP high Evo tune for that, because I know that car is capable of doing a lot more on the lower end tunes.
If you run that F1 with lower level upgrades, Danny, just put it to 2.0 final drive, and it'll not only still be good, it'll also crush dyno, so you can't go wrong with that. Detune it and you'll be very happy with it.
Yeah, I should mess with that.
I'll send you something. I'll send you a setup and tune for that. I think you'll like it.
I've just been so lazy I haven't tried it. When you play a game for over 4 years, you get a little lazy sometimes. It's just like, oh man, do I really want to change parts around and retune my car?
Yeah. You get that, do I have to? I don't want to do it. I'm tired.
I love the game,
I can't
but
remember how to shift it.
Exactly. That one you don't have to remember. You just push the button as fast as possible. You go. That's the shift pattern for that car.
Yeah, and then keep tapping nitrous and hope it goes off. It's like, it'll happen. The nitrous will go off at some point.
Yeah, I noticed it barely makes a difference whether you hit nitrous or not on that one.
It does when you're fully maxed and you're trying to do a showdown with it.
Yeah, that would matter then. But.
Yeah, that would matter. But outside of that, I don't even use it. Like, in the lobbies I'm in, if the guy beats me and I didn't use nitrous, he's already going to get bumped. So, I'm not too worried about it. Okay, all right.
Should you license the Bugatti Bullite or the Jesco Absolute? I'd probably go with the Bugatti, actually.
For live racing, I think both cars are decent. I think either one you can't go wrong. Whichever one you have full fusion and ready to go is the one you would probably want to elite.
Does the Jesco have a good low PP high Evo tune for it?
The Jesco?
Yeah.
Yes and no. It's not as good actually at that as the regular Jesco, surprisingly, but it's a lot faster than the regular Jesco. So
now the Bugatti doesn't need a whole lot of parts to be amazing at live racing, so that's why I say I would elite that one.
I need to know what the 3 stage 6s that Asenza had again. I can't find that. I'm trying to scroll back, but I can't find the exact comment.
The Aston Martin 177. I don't remember that being very good, but you like that one, don't you?
177. It's not good anymore. I mean, at one point it was like, a lobby destroyer with the down tune, but currently not so good. But it is good for map racing where you just want to win. All right, so 325-mile-an-hour speed trap. I saw that part. I found that comment, so let me find out what the parts are. Let's see, what are the 3 stage 6s?
Man, I'm telling you, these load times and stuff are crazy. I keep thinking, did my game just crash? Did my game just crash?
Body, tire, and trans. Okay. But missing a few fusions. Okay. Got it. So tire and body. I'm going to leave trans off for now.
I should be in the 10.2 lobby, I think. Or is it 12 point? Where am I running? What am I at? Okay, I should be in the 9.2 lobby. I purposely slowed down right there, but yeah, 9.2, 9.3. That's about what this car generally runs if I drive it properly.
Right, so 324.
Bosco
Wait,
says you have a video for the low PP high Evo Jesco tune.
Oh, I do. Awesome. I don't think I'm sure I have it, but I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I remember all my videos. Once I make them and put them up, sometimes I forget about them.
I've got so many videos myself. It's just like, heck, I don't know what I've probably made a video for like everything.
All right, so I just hit 325 mile per hour with just tire and body with full fusion. So I think it's quite doable. But that's full fusion. I'm not sure trans helps it, but I'll put trans in now and try it again.
All right. I got to race this other Supra and kick its butt. Oh, no, he got me.
Uh-oh.
All right, so he ran his all out. I kind of hold back. I don't run mine full speed. I believe this can run a 9.0 if I run it all out. But yeah, he must have a pretty nice tune on that one. I'll rematch the duck. Oh, Saucy, that's you? Cool.
You can't... Trans is no good for that Audi, so you're really running engine and turbo. 316 is really pushing it. I know that even for 313 mile per hour, those two stage 6s might be pushing it. So probably not for 316. I can look at it as well. All right, so the Ascenza can do 325 with just body and tire, so I don't see the need for trans. But that's full fusion. I forgot who asked that question, but if he's still here, I can demonstrate it if needed. In the meantime, I'll go look at that Audi again. Everybody's still asking about the Audi. That mile per hour keeps changing. It was 313, then 324, now it's 316. I don't know what the hell Natural Motion's doing with that particular event.
Mumble rap song number 2. I don't think I even remember most of the words to that. I threw that together in like 15 minutes, then I just recorded it real quick. I remember, don't clap to the crap, don't clap to the crap. Nobody likes that stupid mumble rap. Something like that. I'm not much of a rapper though, guys. I don't really know how to rap.
Turbo, let's try to get 316 out of it. It may just be a tweak on the final drive to get it. If you can get 313 easily, that 3 mile per hour may or may not be super difficult.
Alexander's, the aroma's not great. Not that great. Nice, buddy. That's awesome, DJ. Glad you got a Chiron quick and a color that you like. That's even better. All right.
Nice. That's a good car. All right. So I'm seeing... So we want 316.
Stradale says, Donna hates me and will never give me the Regera. Oh, you never know.
You get
You
cars
never
when
know.
you least expect them.
That's true.
I've gotten all my Regeras through silver keys randomly polling for PC cars.
Yep, I'm racing the duck. Yeah, Donna's car is actually a pretty nice little live racer. I know a lot of guys who use it. It's definitely a dyno beater, so it will get pushed into other lobbies if you're not careful with it, but it's pretty darn decent, actually. I was
Cobra
actually
Jet
playing
has
with that.
6.9 maxed, right?
Yeah, 6.9 something. It's very hard to run past the 7.0 though. Most of the time I run 7.0, 7.1s. Occasionally I hit the 6.9 on it. It's really hard to launch. You got to get your launch just right to hit the 6.9s.
Yep.
I think it's a high 6.9, like 6.987 or something like that. I can't remember the exact time, but yeah, definitely 6.9. What car from the American Series selection of rare imports is worth pulling? Well, honestly, I really like that Chiron Pure Sport. It's a very nice little car. The main problem with the cars in there is most all of those are really hard to get parts for. I think Bugatti's a little bit of the easiest.
Oh yeah, Martin likes that lobby with his Cento setup.
Cento's a cool car too. Is it my turn to win? I think it is, right? I hope it was. Alex says, is there a trick to get it? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. As far as the gold key cars, I don't think there's any tricks for those that we've found yet. Is the Viper ACR Extreme Aero from the crates any good? It's kind of okay. It's not really something I'm super interested in, but I know a lot of people used to love it for live racing, but I don't really think it's one of the better lives anymore.
It's not it's not terrible or anything, but well, actually it is now, but it's a huge dyno buster car with low evo drop tune. The problem is obviously that's the least favorite type of car right now in live, so you know, that's not. All right, so I'm not getting much mile per hours out of the engine and turbo setup here. So my feeling is I'm not going to be able to get 316 out of engine and turbo. And trans is bad for the Audi, so you definitely don't want to add trans in. So,
Max,
yeah.
what's your favorite country singer?
Oh, I don't listen to country, so I mean, it's not that I have anything against it, but
Johnny Cash is definitely one of my favorites. I do like country. I like Dwight Yoakam a lot. Josh Turner is pretty good.
I can't even name a country singer.
I don't listen to a lot of the newer country. I love Brad Paisley though. I like the old school country, guys. I listen to punk rock, country, bluegrass. You name it, I probably listen to it, but I'm just not a fan of newer music. Most anything after the year 2000, I'm just not into it. Alright, Bosco kicked my buttocks. Bosco, you kicked me in the buttocks.
And what's he using? He's using a Supra too.
Yeah. I actually don't even remember how to drive this Supra properly because I have it set up on this live racing tune and I don't.
My favorite genre of music is metal. I listen to like a lot of the heavy metal stuff. Not heavy metal, just metal and rock. I like that kind of music.
Oh, what's going on here?
I enjoy
We should
stuff
listen
like,
to Lil Baby. Never heard of that.
I never heard of Little Baby one. But to give you an idea, my my playlist on the what do they call this thing? Spotify is Metal Empire. So, you know, that's what I listen to a lot. 90s metal classics, punk essentials, metal essentials. That's the metal.
Max is all like, woke up to the sound of pouring rain.
It's, you know.
You like the Skid Row or what?
Skid Row. I listen to stuff, you know, AC/DC, Alice Cooper, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Van Halen. You know, all those groups. So, Def Leppard, Ozzy. You know, they all have their good songs. When we're
whispering, I think of you.
I actually like Symphony of Destruction from Megadeth.
Oh, that's some good stuff.
Yeah, that's good stuff, yeah. So, I do listen a little bit to, like, what's that, Marilyn Manson.
That guy's creepy.
Yeah, he looks creepy.
I used to like him back when I was a teenager. I liked his first album. I didn't really like anything after his first album, though.
I don't even like most of his songs. I just, you know, Nine Inch Nails, I like more of their songs than Marilyn Manson.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but yeah, the metal stuff, Rammstein, I don't understand what they're saying, but I don't really care. It sounds good.
Du hast.
Yep, I actually had 3 or 4 Rammstein albums that I bought. So basically, OG rock bands is right, and that's usually what I listen to when I'm driving. OG rock bands. So,
are you familiar with like Social Distortion at all?
No, not that.
Oh
one, no.
Man,
you can introduce
me to them. Are you familiar with the band called Rancid?
I've heard of them, but I don't think I've listened to much of them.
See, I grew up on the punk rock stuff, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more the mainstream stuff, so I'm like that bandwagoner, you know, because it's popular mainstream, and I like the sound, so I jump on the bandwagon.
Dave likes Willie. Yeah, Willie's pretty good. I like Willie Nelson.
I listen to Tool. I like Tool.
Yeah, Tool's cool.
Yep. So, yeah, just a lot of that kind of music.
As far as like metal stuff goes, I really like that band Static X. I don't listen to a lot of metal, but I like Static X. Chevelle's pretty cool. They're not really metal, I guess, but Chevelle's a pretty neat band.
I mean, if you're really into music, there's just so much out there that it's it's hard to.
Sure.
Like I listen to a lot of the mainstream stuff simply because for me to go dig into all the specialized bands, I'd be going crazy listening to stuff for days and days. So.
I like George Strait, yes. Yeah, George Strait's a good one.
I like Weird Al Yankovic. I listen to his
he's pretty
stuff.
Cool.
His parodies are hilarious, though. That's why I like
they
them.
Are, actually. What was it? Amish Paradise song?
Paradise.
Cracked me up.
What's
pretty fly for a white guy? Didn't he have a version of that?
Yep, he had another one that's was it some about too nerdy. It was White and Nerdy.
White and Nerdy.
That was a great song. But yeah, his stuff just cracks me up. Once in a while, I just sit down, I put a playlist of his stuff on.
Nerdy. White and Nerdy.
So, and his rap songs are the best because it matches the rap songs sound and lyrics so well, but it's like completely nonsense, like nonsense compared to what they were trying to talk about. So it's hilarious.
Quack, you've been whacked. Oh my goodness.
The F50 is not a fast car. It's a nice looking car, but it's not that great.
It's a good live racer. Good live racer, but yeah, not super fast overall.
Now, I like Biggie Small better than Eminem as far as rap, but I did listen to some Eminem stuff, and I don't have any objection to his stuff. I can enjoy them, but I like
his
the way
old stuff.
like Biggie Small has more of a lyrical rap. That's the rhyme, which it just sounds better to me when I listen to it. Not all his songs, but a lot of his songs I actually. Tupac, I never really listened to Tupac much. I think it's the way his voice comes off and the way he raps. It didn't agree with me.
I love his voice, but there's a lot of his songs I can't stand. But he's got a few songs that are amazing. Like some of his songs are just like really amazing, and a lot of them are just kind of like, But I don't know. It depends on which song from him, actually.
For rap, because I'll be honest with you, for rap, part of my problem is if I can't understand what they're rapping about, and a lot of times I don't, I just kind of let it go. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm going to go listen to something else.
Baby's Got Back? You got to like that one, right?
That's a good song, I have to say. Little Baby All the Way, is that a rapper? No, I don't know, no.
What's that one song? One of my favorite rap songs still is that one. It's like, going down, down, baby, your street in a Range Rover, sweet sweeper, baby, cock radle, let it go, shimmy, shimmy, cocoa, what? Listen to it loud. I can't remember who that is, but I love that song.
I like Snoop Dogg's like really smooth way of rapping too.
Nelly,
he did one. Yeah, his is good. I actually used to listen to some between him and Dr. Dre together. They were doing a few songs back then that I listened to. That was good, but I don't know. I mean, I can listen. I also listen to a lot of classical music on the side, so I'll listen to like Rammstein and switch right over to Chopin, and it doesn't bother me. So just the way I am. But
I
don't have anything against country music either. I just haven't really listened to it. It's not,
Now, one of my favorite rappers, I kind of hate to say it, but Too Short, because he's got a very nasty mouth and he sings about some pretty racy stuff. But just the overall sound of the sound, like if you take the lyrics away and you don't really listen to what he's saying, the overall sound of his music and his voice is awesome. But yeah, he sings about some stuff most kids shouldn't be listening to, you know what I mean? But I was listening to that crap when I was like 13, 14 years old.
Alex, the R33 is not an okay car. I'm really disappointed with it. So that's the Nismo R33 you're talking about, right? I'm disappointed with that car. What Too Short says is what makes him so great.
Yeah, he's probably one of my favorite rappers, man. Him, Public Enemy. I love all that old school stuff. Slick Rick, 80s and 90s rap was awesome. Two Live Crew, like all those guys. I've never actually heard of Juice WRLD. I mean, I've heard of him, but I've never heard any of his stuff. Yeah, Naughty by Nature was cool.
Yep, they're good. How can I get Noro's Various Toyota Supra? I think it's coming. We don't have it yet, but it should be coming in a future update. So you can't get it just yet.
I think it's going to be the part of the very last Elite Tuners event.
Yep. Might be a boss car.
Some are saying you might actually... Some are saying you might actually need every one of the Elite Tuners cars to get that Noros deal. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yep. DMX is always so angry. We have some rap lovers in here, I can tell.
Now, I never really liked DMX too much, but I liked his voice. He had an awesome voice.
Is he the one that has that kind of type voice?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he had that, right? So yeah, some of these guys have really cool voice. That's what That's what kind of drives.
Also loved NWA and Ice Cube and all those guys.
Hey, don't forget, I didn't come into this country until late 80s, early 90s. and then I didn't really learn English for another few years. So my start with U.S. music really started in the mid '90s. Okay, because I can understand a word of what the hell they're saying back before then. So it's a little hard to enjoy the music. But that's partly also why I got trained to enjoy Rammstein without having to understand anything. Because I was listening to music for years without understanding a damn word. So
as long as it sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah. First time I heard Guns N' Roses, all I saw was a bunch of hair dudes screaming on a screen on a stage. I was like, the hell is this crap? Right? But the music sounds pretty good, but what is he screaming about? That's all I can remember about Guns N' Roses. So since then, I understood a little more and I actually enjoyed it. But at the first time, it was actually Welcome to the Jungle was the song on MTV, but I have no idea what the hell he was yelling about. So
yeah, back in 2000, I loved Blink 82 back in those days. Ronaldo says, will the best of British events return? I don't know. It's a very good possibility because they rerun a lot of these events, so we might see it again. Can't guarantee it, though.
They recycle these periodically, so we can expect to see some of that stuff. So if it shuts down like CSR1, what would y'all do? I'll have more free time, dude. I actually wouldn't complain, but no, I don't know. I actually don't know what I would do. Probably.
I would be sad.
I would be sad that the game's gone because I enjoy it, but the CSR3 probably will come around. So
I guess I would find some other racing game to make videos for or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do, really.
I'm not coming after Guns N' Roses, Ronnie. I love them, but I'm just saying at the time I couldn't understand what they were saying.
Okay, Max
I couldn't understand Metallica or anything back then. So
Max isn't originally from America, so English isn't his first language, guys. He didn't know English very well when he got here, is what he's saying.
Yeah, the only thing I can tell people at the time was no English, no speak English. I learned that before I came to America. Just those 3 words. No speak English. And I used that a lot until I spoke English. But, I'm sure a lot of immigrants have the same experience, We all go through it.
I don't think I ever played Racing Rivals.
I heard a lot about it. Actually came over from Racing Rivals. So
I've heard a lot about it, though. It sounds like it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
On this game, though, I would never want to bet anybody pink slips.
No, not with all the hacking and glitching that's going on. So,
all right, so
I'm
Danny,
from China, Danny.
Listen to this. Yeah. I used to picture Max and think about what he might have looked like according to his voice. Like, I always do this to everybody. I actually pictured like a Seth Rogen type of character with like kind of curly hair for some reason. And then I found out Max is Chinese. I said, what? Max does not sound Chinese. You really don't. So I'm surprised. All the other Asian people I know sound it.
It's funny. There are people that that kind of grew up here and on the phone or something. You cannot guess where they're from until they tell you their name.
Yeah,
and you go, oh, that doesn't sound American at all. So I remember I used to call people on the phone. I would talk to them in English, and then at the end they would ask, "What's your name?" I would say my name, and there's a pause on the other end.
Yeah, really? Remember when you first told me you were from China? I think I paused and I said, I was like, "Are you really?" Because I thought he was pulling my chain, just because he doesn't sound like it.
Yeah. Bubba, I'm like 45. I think Danny's probably a little bit younger.
43, I think. 43? 43?
So we're about the
I don't
same
know.
age.
I had a birthday not too long ago. I try not to keep track of that crap because it's just depressing. So I'm somewhere between 42 and 44. That's all I know.
I'm in my early 40s. Don't talk about it.
Yeah, don't wanna. We're getting old, man. We're turning into old farts over here, guys.
I have not hit midlife crisis yet, so don't talk to me about it. But yeah, let's see. Oh, listen, it's 6:05, so I'm gonna have to cut it short soon.
Yeah.
Anybody got any last minute questions?
I got a buddy
I
coming
sound younger,
over.
that's a good thing.
Danny, how old are you in dog years? Heck, I don't know. Probably in the grave if I was a dog, man.
Max sound like he's 12. Thanks, LOL.
What's up, LOL?
My son is about 12, so next time I'll have him get on and talk.
Steven, the Venoms can definitely beat Tempest. The hard part is getting enough parts to make that happen. It's very hard to get Venom parts, so
Yeah,
it'll do it, but man.
Oh, it'll
good
easily
luck.
beat Tempest. Easily. If you have the parts.
No, I don't have a gaming console, actually. I just play mobile games. I used to play PC games a lot, but I got a lot of nerve and muscle problems now, and I can't sit in a chair very long, so that's why I mainly play mobile games only. And my thumbs get all messed up, so if I'm playing console games with like an Xbox controller or something, you know, it kind of kills my thumbs. I got to be real careful on how much time I spend on the phone screen or on the game controller, unfortunately. So
question from Stradale. So NSXR is good for Tempest 3 Tier 4 except for the sprint. The final sprint, it can't do it. So you're going to need 2 cars, but otherwise it's not bad. If you want a single car to do everything, then I wouldn't recommend it. Oh, Bosco, you're making me feel old now. Thanks.
I don't see Vic. Is Vic here? Haven't seen Vic for a while, actually.
Oh.
Someone said, oh, VC. I'm dyslexic. I read that Vic. He said, yes, sir, VC later. I read it wrong.
So, Common Warrior, I didn't think it can do 1.360 to 60, but if it can, it can. Maybe fully elite, it could. The one I tested wasn't fully elite, so I could not do it. Now, if you have enough capability to get your NSXR fully elite, you probably have other choices that'll be a lot easier to do Tempest 3 Tier 4 with anyway. So, R6 Avant needs to be close to maxed for the sprint as well, but it can do it. I think I have a video. I have a video on that, if I remember correctly. So, but the R6 Avant can do it. Yes, you could use R6 Avant for the final sprint, but I think you need almost every stage 6 to pull it off. Okay, no, Bosco, you know I don't take anything personally. I don't care. I was just joking back that you're making me feel old. So. Let's see. Yeah, this has been a pretty laid back stream, right, Danny? We didn't have any issues. Everybody's been really good about. Yeah.
Normally we don't. It's just one of those. Every once in a while we get some ding dong that shows up, but for the most part, most streams are pretty laid back. I mean, for a long time I didn't even have any moderators because I didn't need them, and then. One day, this little troll kid that has like 50, he just makes his thing is he makes YouTube accounts. He'll make 50 or 60 of them, and he'll just go around, and when you block one, he'll switch to the next, and then switch to the next, and then switch to the next. And his whole thing is to go around and ruin people's streams. And when he started doing that, that's when I finally started adding some moderators.
Oh yeah, I mean that kind of stuff really. It can really piss you off because it's annoying.
LOL, what do you mean? He says, why do I bully him? I don't get it. Did I say anything bad about you, sir? I don't think I did. Alright, what's up, Sim Snips? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, right, unfortunately, we're pretty much ending the stream. I got a buddy coming over to grab a... Like the folks I live with have a toaster oven they don't want, so my buddy is supposed to come over and grab it. He said he'd be here a little after 6, so I gotta hop off of here in a minute as well, because he should be here soon.
So there's the link to that video for the GT 4 GT sprint. Now, the way I did the sprint, I launched at perfect, and someone told me if you launch at 3K, it's actually easier to do the sprint. So launch at 3K rather than launch at perfect. with the Ford GT, and you can do the 1.36 sprint relatively easily. What else we got here?
We like having you mods around here. I'm just saying, it's like, if there's no problems, you don't need mods, but yeah, they're nice to have around just to make sure. Plus, most of you guys who are mods always do a very good job for us, you know, as far as getting rid of the riprap and kicking down the spammers and stuff. So we appreciate you guys. Don't get me wrong.
I think the 992 Porsche, most likely, and I haven't tested this, but most likely the strongest stage 6 is going to be body again. A lot of tier 5 cars, body tend to be one of the strongest stage 6s, but without really specifically testing for it, I'm just taking a guess here that it's likely to be body or somewhere between body and trans and nitrous, but most likely body. Let's see. All right,
oh,
so
yeah,
I think
LOL just likes to give me a hard time, guys. That's all. It's all good. He's bullying me, see? He says, why I bully him, but he really bullied me. Oh! See, I got a comeback on that one. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap this one up. Every Friday we do this, and then every Sunday I do a live racing stream where I just come and you guys can try and live race me on Sunday mornings. But guys, thank you all so much. Moderators, I appreciate y'all coming out to make sure everything goes smooth on the stream. Everybody who just watches the videos and hangs out with us, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the support and being here with us. I mean, it really means a lot that you spend your time with us. Max, all right, Max has a really cool channel. Thank you so much for being here as well, Max, and answering questions. You're amazing. And guys, Max has a great channel you should subscribe to if you get a chance. The little bot should be posting a link to his channel like every 10 or 15 minutes. So scroll up a little bit, scroll down a little bit, whatever. Click on that link and give Max some subs, guys. I would really appreciate that. If you haven't subbed to me, hit that like button and the subscribe button as well. That is if you enjoy this channel. If not, hit that dislike. I don't know.
All right. So thank you guys for joining. It was a lot of fun. And again, anybody got any questions regarding anything we discussed, feel free to post on my channel or on Danny's channel the questions, and we'll try to get back to you on that.
Yeah, we try and get back to, if we see it, a lot of comments come in. As long as we see your comment, we'll try and answer it.
Yep, we will. So thank you again for joining us, and I'll probably, Denny, I'll try to make your Sunday stream as well. And you guys know that I'm going to finish that American Series event, the finale, and I will record and upload that as a video in the near future. So keep an eye out for that video. All right?
Yep. Max has awesome content over on his channel, especially if you're looking for like crazy tunes and Tempest tunes and stuff like that. Max has some really interesting tunes going on over there, plus all kinds of other good game info. But in my opinion, he's like the tune master.
No, I was like, you boomer. No, I'm not a boomer. I'm a Gen Z or something like that.
We're Generation X is what we are.
Are we Gen X?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm Professor X then.
I'm pretty sure we're Gen Xers. That's way cooler than being called a boomer, whatever kind of crap that is. A boomer. Like now, if I was Thor and I had a big old hammer, maybe, but I don't.
That's baby boomers.
Baby boomers. That's right.
Yeah.
Whatever that means, I still don't get that. Yeah, I'm Gen X. At least that sounds cool, right? I grew up on Nirvana and NWA, man.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone.
You guys have a great day, and we will catch you next time, all right? Hope to all see you guys. And always remember, if you got questions, comment on the videos, and we'll try to get back to you. All right? Thank you all so much again. You guys are amazing, and we will catch you next time. See ya.